Hey everybody, it's Shawn here with Glitter Girls. It is pouring down rain. I'm in my comfy baggy clothes and I'm going to show you how to decorate a Christmas tree. So I have never done a Christmas tree in one color. So I'm excited to see how this turns out. So a couple tips, and we've mentioned this before, is before you are ready to decorate, to save a lot of time putting hooks on the balls and things like that, I can save you so much time. So if you're going to do any type of ribbon, I would go ahead and have them pre-made. So what we usually do is we take a different types of ribbon and we do these little loops and they're tied and ready to go. So if you'll get all your ribbon tied and cut, and then I've got all of my picks, got all the price tags off of them, because this takes a lot of time because they put these little red tags right in the middle and you have to cut them out. So that's going to save you a lot of time. And then I have two big things of ornaments, and these are all different textures, same color but three different textures, and they all already have the hangers on them. So that's going to save you a ton of time. If you'll just sit down, sorry if it's noisy, and watch a TV show, you can sit there and get all this done super quick. This will save you a bunch of time, because if you sit there and try to put a hanger on each ball, it's going to take you hours to decorate your tree. So a couple tips that I have for you is, I already got the tree up, obviously. I got this at Big Lots. It's lightly flocked, it's pre-lit, and it has some red berries in it. So when you get your tree and you want to, you know, you got to fluff it out and everything, a good tip, one, to make your tree look a little more real, is the bigger branches, if you will pull them down like this, that will make your tree look a little more real, and it helps fill in any gaps that you may have, because every tree, every artificial tree always has these gaps. So if you pull the branches down, it's really going to help a lot. So the first thing you want to do is you want to start on the very top. So decide what picks that you want to use and start from there. So let's do this. You guys can speed up this video later, but I've had a lot of people ask me to do step by step. So the first thing you want to do is you want to figure out what picks that you want to use. I call them sticky outies. It's just my name for them because they stick out. So I call them sticky outies. So I have several of these, and I have 4. So I'm going to climb up here, and you want everything to be even. So I'm going to put 1 in the back. And I've already taken these and spread them out a little bit. I'm going to put 1 in the front, and then I'm going to put 1 on the side. I actually have 5 right here, and then the other one on this side. Okay, so I have an even amount. I know it's probably hard to see because it's kind of like a gold color. Then the next thing I want to do is I have something sparkly, so I'm going to use 2 of these. And what I want to do is, I don't want to go to the very top. I'm going to go a little bit to the side on the left. And I'm going to tuck it in. But with this, I want to bend it. I'm just putting that one there. Bend it a little bit so it's actually going in like this. So it's going to lay down like that. Again, bend them a little bit. Instead of having them stick straight up, you're having these kind of lay in the tree, like there's cascading down. Okay, so I've got those 2 in there. And then I have another, these are a little bit different, same color, just a little bit different texture, and just a little bit different style. So again, I'm going to bend these a little bit, just a little bit. You want to break them. I'm going to put 1 here in the front, okay, kind of cascading down like this. So I've almost got like a collar on my tree. And then I'm going to put another one back here. Do the same thing. Okay. All right. So let's work on the top. So then I'm going to take another set of these really shiny ones, and I'm going to put this one sticking straight up. And then another one sticking straight up like this. Okay. So now we have a couple different textures going on with the tree. The next thing that I have is I bought this long piece of Garland. So I'm doing this kind of in a shimmery, it's not really gold. I don't even know how to explain the color. It's kind of like a soft muted gold, but not a gold gold. That makes sense. So I got this at Hobby Lobby, and it's a really long strip. And it does have some loops on it right here to help you put it in. So what I want to do is I need to see how tall it is. This is a 7-foot tree, so it's about the same size of the tree. So this loop, I'm going to take and I'm going to loop it in the back around the branch. And I'm going to clamp down on it so it will not come off. Okay? And then you're going to start by just kind of cascading this down the tree. Okay? So you're going to have to get some branches, pop them through, and this is going to be so pretty. Instead of going, I'm going to come down, and then I'm going to go back to the left of the tree. Okay? So we're going to do this, and I'm going to push it in here. That's really pretty. So let me take the camera so you guys can see. I know with this color being so muted, it's really hard to see. Let me get it in here and show you kind of what's going on. So here's the top of the tree, if you guys can see that. And then here is the gold. And it just cascades down the tree. Okay? I hope that helps. You can see it better now. See how much fuller the tree already looks just with that little bit? The next thing you want to do is you want to take your ribbon, which I already have, and anything that has a long tail, you want to put up on top. So I'm going to take this ribbon, and you just can kind of tuck it in there into the tree, like that. And then all the ribbon that I have, I'm just going to start tucking it in the tree in various places. These loops are fun to make. Do 2 to 3 different types of material. Tuck them in your tree. You can actually use the branch to kind of hold it in. Like that. This one has several different textures and loops. So we're doing this 3 loop system. They're very pretty. You can wrap a branch around it to kind of hold it in. And then I've got another one that has a different texture, like this. Okay? These are great fillers. Absolutely great fillers. Because trees tend to have a lot of gaps. Instead of buying a bunch of fillers, which can cost a fortune, just buy some ribbon. And make sure you do the side of your tree. Don't forget, even though people can't see the back of the tree, you need to get some kind of weight on there. And some ribbon, because when people are sitting in the dining room, they're going to see the side of the tree. Okay? So everything that I bought was at Hobby Lobby for 50% off. And that works really well. I have this one, it kind of cascades. So I'm going to put it in the middle of the tree. And I have wire on here. I can wire all this in, or I can just stuff it in the tree. You want to fluff out your ribbon. Anything that's kind of cascading down, like this. If it's too long, just cut it. Or you can tuck it in your tree. Okay? I only have 3 or 4 more bows that I'm just going to put in here. Especially down at the bottom. And get those in there. Hobby Lobby had a huge sale yesterday. Like everything was 50% off. It was crazy busy. And I haven't seen it like that in a long time. So If you want to get something, you better go get it before they sell out, because they do have some really gorgeous stuff. I'm going to show you this here in just a second. Let me get my last ribbon in here, kind of show you what I did and what's going on over here. Once I get all this stuff tucked in here. And we will probably end up doing a ribbon tutorial, because a lot of people are like, how do you make the ribbon so pretty and blah, blah, blah. So we will probably end up doing a ribbon tutorial. Okay, so let me take the camera and kind of show you what is going on. So here's the ribbon, and here's the bows that are tucked in the tree. Some are cascading down. And just having just picks in here and a little bit of ribbon and the garland that I showed you has already made this tree look so full. See how pretty? I hope you guys can see this, because I can't see it because I'm holding the camera. But so now all that's in. So the next thing we want to do, and this hasn't taken me long at all, guys, because I already prepared. So the next thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and get our ornaments. And I have a glitter one, a matte, and then I have a shiny one. All the same color, just different textures. And I try to keep all of them close together, and every now and then one will fall off the hook. That's okay. That's why we like to do live videos or reels. So when you have bigger ornaments, the key is to stick them inside the tree. So what I mean by that is you want to open up the tree and you want to place it back here. You don't want it to hang off a branch. And I usually take the hooks and I bend the hooks over the branch to make sure they're secure and they don't fall, okay? So again, find your spots, push it into the tree, pretty way in there, and wrap your hook around the branch. This way they will hold and they won't fall. Let me show you what I did there. Can you see them? So they're kind of tucked into the tree. Instead of hanging off the branch here, I've got it tucked into the tree. That gives it a lot of depth. You wouldn't believe how much difference it looks, and you don't have to worry about your ornaments falling off the tree. Because this tree, like I said, I'm just doing an all gold with picks and ribbon. I'm not adding anything extra to it like I normally do. So get the bigger balls and put all of them in first. These I got at Hobby Lobby as well. I'm going to tuck them in here. Let me try to speed this up a little bit so you guys don't have to be bored. But I just feel like I've had so many people ask me this. I wanted to go ahead and show you how to do it. Because I'm not using any ornaments except these balls. Okay? Don't forget the sides of your trees. Don't forget about the backs of your tree. Very, very important. Don't want to wake up the next morning and it's on the floor. Okay, so I've got most of the balls in here that I want to put on. And I'm going to go ahead and start sticking some on the sides and the back of the tree. Okay, just kind of push them in there. Don't forget about the bottom of the tree. I think people tend to forget about the bottom of the tree. You need to make sure you get that done. Push those in there. Okay, so I've got all the bigger ones that I want in there for now. Then I have the next size up, below, sorry. Same colors, same texture. These are smaller. So the smaller ones, you want to go ahead and put on the middle of the branch, not so much the end, okay? And like I said, I'm a big stickler for taking these wires and wrapping them around the branch, because especially if you have animals or young kids, these are going to stay on a lot better if you can wrap those around. So what you want to do is you want to fill in the smaller spaces with the small balls. And you're going to put them like halfway on the branch, not so much tucked in. Okay? And I'm telling you, this goes so much faster by having everything ready. If you guys want to make any comments when we post this, please do so. If you have any questions, we just finished yesterday for everything that we had booked. So we are booking again for the beginning of December. We have been working like dogs the last couple weeks. For clients, we love it though. I totally enjoy it. And that's why I'm home looking like this, because I am tired. But I wanted to do a tree for me in these muted golds because I just think they're so pretty. Try not to put your textures together. That's why you're using so many different textures on these balls. If you can put these three together because they're all different textures, but try not to mix your textures if you can. This way you're just giving it a totally different look. And you can put more on here than you think. You're probably thinking, oh my gosh, how much are you putting on that tree? You would not believe how much you can put in a tree. Again, don't forget the back. Don't forget the sides. And I'm going to do that later. So the next thing we're going to do is I have some more picks. So these are the same color, maybe a little bit different, and I'm going to put these in the tree. Remember, instead of putting stuff like this, except on the top, I like to put them in like this because trees actually, you know, leaves go down. So I'm going to stick this in here like that. And I have, let's see, I have 4 of them. So I'm going to do one here, and then I'm going to go across over here. I'm going to put one in here. So 1, 2, this is how I like to, and then I'm going to do 3 down here. And then I'm going to do 4. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of crisscross, crisscross, crisscross down here. Then I have a bunch of these left. These are great fillers, same thing. I'm going to bend them, and I'm just going to kind of fill in some areas that I think could use some color. I try to buy 3, 5, or 7 when I buy fillers. The reason being is because you're kind of doing it like this, and it just works better to have that number. 4, 2, 4, 6 don't usually work when you're decorating like this. If you have cats or anything like that, just be careful, because this is a tree that they're definitely going to want to jump in. My dog could care less. Right, Jack? He's over there busy chewing on his bone. Okay, so everything's on this tree, and everything is stuck in that I have. I'm going to work on the back, but I want to give you a video of what I've done and how quickly this went. So let me just take this off the tripod, excuse my hand, and show you how it is. Here we go. Here's the top. And then we come down to the ribbon, and you can see the different patterns that I did. This is the garland. You can see the balls, the different textures. Things like that. Let me actually turn the camera around and show you how pretty the tree turned out. And see how quick I did this? Look how beautiful that is. Just little pops of red because of the tree was bought that way. It's lightly flocked. And you see this video took me 20 minutes because I was already prepared by having everything done. So again, we are the Glitter Girls, Decor and More. And if we can come help decorate for you, just give us a call. Talk to you soon. Bye.